So it's like day number 3. We're out here scouting for deer once again. We're back here on a game refuge. If you haven't seen the other video, how to hunt a game refuge, then make sure you watch that too. But as I'm sitting here scouting, I realized I need to give one more tech tip. Tech tip is to use a tripod when you're scouting. If you can, scout as long distance as you can. I can go to the back of this field behind me and walk right into the field and think I'm scouting. I'm way better off being right by the road. You'll actually hear traffic. Here comes a car now. And the deer are totally used to this traffic going by, obviously, and people being out here. So I'm out here scouting. I got the Hawke spotting scope and I have my Hawke binoculars. I actually like the Hawke binoculars. I got Endurance 10 by 32 EDs, Endurance ED 10 by 32s that I use when I'm, let's say, doing 200 to 300 yards. I'm scouting that way. And then when I get into these really long ranges, this is 1,200 yards from me to the back of this field, I have the spotting scope. This spotting scope I absolutely love. It's the Endurance ED 12 to 36 by 50 spotting scope. I think, personally, for me, the most perfect spotting scope because you can bring it down to as low as 12 power and all the way up to 36 power. And it's got a 50 millimeter lens. This thing is absolutely awesome. So my little off-season tech tip, always bring a spotting scope and a pair of binoculars with you. More importantly, Hawke makes this tripod which works on the binoculars and it works on the spotting scopes. With the binoculars, you need a little adapter, but it's super affordable, super affordable, and it's worth having. Let me tell you, when you're on 24 power and you're using a spotting scope, you need something to keep that scope stable. Like, you have no choice whatsoever, because if you try to freehand a spotting scope on 24 power, 50 power, whatever you elect to use for a spotting scope, it is just not going to be, it's going to constantly be doing this. So when you see a deer or turkey or whatever, it's going to be moving. Get yourself the tripod, get yourself all of the adapters for the tripod. Super inexpensive. It'll work for the spotting scope and it'll work for the binocs. And let me tell you, you will not regret it the second you see an animal. So don't let this be the last video you watch. There's all kinds of scouting tips, off-season tips, just tips in general that will make you a better hunter when hunting season finally comes around.